Oh, we're not recording. No. Watch me eat this, because I got something I made tonight. I used the, you know what? I need to change that. Let me check that real quick. You let me go. You let me go. But y'all see what I got. I got some fire. I'm talking some. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. I know I've been on a cooking mission. I know y'all been watching. Well, tonight, I made me I'm gonna say it's Caribbean. It's a Caribbean meal, you know what I mean? But my goal is to read this book with you guys tonight. The book, it makes a lot of sense. So you never gang bang or nothing or know nothing about gang banging. You might don't want to, I don't know, but this is something to talk about because it's realistic. What I'm gonna talk about. That's the name of the book. Okay. And like I always say, whoever did do that, you fucked up. We fucked up, bro. You did. Now we didn't left. We didn't left a man like a generational curse, dude. Like for real, you know. Well, I made this tonight, y'all. I made a Caribbean feast. So on my page, you wanna watch it? You can watch it. And see how I put this together. But tonight we're gonna focus on this, and then we're gonna talk about some realistic things that we did. We messed up as young men, young ladies, whoever got involved in that. We messed up. We made a generational curse that's still going on and it shouldn't be, you know. But we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give y'all some good point of this book here, written by Colin Randolph. Real information. This guy been in jail for a quarter century, so and used to lie and make up nothing, but it made a lot of sense when I read it, so I want you guys to hear some things in here that really might help you out. Just change your thoughts on some ways, because we fucked up. What's up, my guy? What up, nephew? What's up, Jay Bush? What up, my boy? Yeah, so we got involved in that type of generational curse. We messed up, so it's time to fix it. All I want to do is talk. I want to fix it. We want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I made this. Actually, I made this tonight. Okay. I made a pineapple and I busted him up and I made a bowl out of it and I put all the Caribbean things inside of it, veggies and meat. So go watch it. You're going to see that. But tonight we're going to talk about this. I'm going to eat. We're going to talk. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy Jay Bush in here, monitoring, and what's up? We just some of us, some of us never watch TV. That's all I want to say. Was I one of them kids? I probably was. You know, watching TV, thinking everything we see is real. You know, but so we had an option and a choice to pick. You know, we all do. We always do. We have an option, right? And a choice, but some of the time we just pick the wrong one, man. And get caught up, or it could be influencing the family, right? It could be a family member that influences us. Mm-hmm. That's what we're gonna say. It was a family member. It was a family member that influenced us. You know what I mean? That's what it was. It was a family member, right? Somebody influenced us to go that route, But I just say give back. If you wasn't involved, get back now. It's time to get back, flip it around. Everything going good, nephew, in programming. I just say go, just give back. Give back to all that mess you caused. Whatever it was, just give back. When I say give back, just want to give back all the way around. Just, everyday life, just living certain situations. Give back when you can, whether it's lecturing a youngster or something like that, or doing some volunteer work somewhere, Give back. Give back to all that evilness that you was involved with. Just give back. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want my kids to be gangbangers and drug dealers and all that crap that I seen and grew up in. I don't want to be a part of that. So I ran. I ran my kids far away. Shit, man. When my wife grew up, the thing about it is, man, y'all wouldn't believe this, but we grew up in nice neighborhoods. Our neighborhoods are nice, bro. We didn't grow up, well, I didn't. You know what I mean? I grew up on the west side of Los Angeles, right? Nice neighborhoods, nice homes. All the homes now, $1 million homes or more, right? So we didn't have a bad neighborhood, you know. And we grew up like for real. We grew up, we really had the mother, the neighbor mom can really get at us, like, you know, pop me in the butt, get your butt home. You know, they call your mom before you get there. Your mom know everything about everything happening while you was out there. She know everything. Like, how mom was, how could she hear me from way over there? Your neighbor said you was cussing on the corner last night. I'm like, damn, how she know that? But that's how it was back then. You know, we looked out for each other back then, the neighbors, and you know, call hey Jordan, your son out there cussing on the corner right now, here and right now. But I'm gonna send him home. I'm gonna pop on his butt. I'm gonna send him home. And mom like, okay, baby. Oh, nephew in New Jersey, okay, baby boy. But we're gonna discuss this book. That's my focus for tonight. I'm gonna read it. Give you guys some insight and people who lived it, like really like was involved, like didn't know what they got themselves into, but the goal now is we're gonna talk about it. Especially you youngsters. You youngsters, it's something for y'all, man. It's something y'all, at least your parents at least. They can relate it to you, but look, ain't no perks, homie, in that field. You know? Now if you're in Jersey, you know, there's no perks for gangbanging, okay? You don't get no trophies, no perks at all. None. You know? But to some of us, it's fun. Like it's a good thing, right? And it's not. You know, that tough man mentality. You know. Okay, Grandpa, I'm the nephew traveling, huh? Yeah, I've been just doing my thing, man. And you gotta go to my page, nephew, check out my food I've been cooking. Boy, gonna blow your mind, boy. Tonight I made the pineapple. I use the pineapple as my bowl, as you can see, nephew. It's the real pineapple here, baby boy. This ain't fake. You feel me? I put shrimp, chicken, veggies, rice. You know what I mean? It was my daughter's birthday today, so we celebrate her birthday today, and that's what we did today. But yeah, man, I just did this on my page, Mister. Go to my page, nephew, and check it out. See what I did. You know. So can you match me, baby boy? See, can you match me? Yeah, man. So we gotta stop that generational curse, y'all. That's our job. Everybody's job to do. Okay, good looking, nephew. AKA Big Hungry. But we gotta stop the generational curse, man. That's what we doing. People involved in that, doing that, passing that down like a legacy. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. So we need to let it go. We gotta let it go. We make it a generational curse on us, man. People don't understand, man. It's enough, bro. You don't have to be a gangbanger to live, bro. You know, see, youngsters don't know me, y'all. It's not the right. It's not a field. You don't get perks or none of that. None of that comes with it, bro. All right. So don't push on your kids and then make it. And just keep on going. We just keep doing it. We make it like it's just fun. It's okay. And it's not. There's more stuff you can do with your life. You know. There's no perks in there. Okay. You don't get no trophies, no rewards or nothing. You know. I'm gonna read this book and it's not that thick, but we're gonna read this tonight. Okay. Good looking after you on the food. You said breakfast I made this morning? So the key is to break that generational curse, man. Stop it. Stop doing it with your kids and around your family and just leave it alone. Let that go. We messed up. Whoever's involved with it, we messed up, bro. We messed up, man. It's about living, bro. That's it. Living. Taking care of your family. Being positive, man. Living right, man. That's it. It's just that simple. You can't be around somebody who ain't living right and you living right. That just don't go together, man. You know? You don't go together. Like I always say, there's two sides. Y'all just gotta pick a side. What side you pick, you know? The good or the bad. Which one? You can't be good and you be bad because you're gonna go through a lot of problems in life. If you think you can live like that, you're gonna go through a lot of problems, man. I don't care who you are. You know? I'm gonna eat my dinner because I need to eat. I had a little bit of fun time tonight. My daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Taylor. Wish I got on back on a while. Well, yeah, I'm gonna sit, nephew. But my wife's asleep, right? She likes to go to bed early. But I always wake her up. I always wake her up and say, baby, taste this. I have to do it anyway. You know, I've been doing it so many years, bro. But she don't know what I made tonight. I made some Caribbean food. I'm gonna say, they call it hibachi or something, right? Something like that. But shrimp, chicken, veggies, you know, I'll give her pieces, but don't y'all leave, 'cause we're gonna read this book tonight, y'all. I'm about to read this book. Pour me another drink, 'cause I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Being responsible. I'm gonna put something in the mouth. Don't leave, y'all. Post it like a stamp. I'll be right back, nephew. Don't go nowhere. I love Caribbean food too, boy. Sorry, y'all. I had to make sure I finish it up. Here y'all go. It's the Caribbean pineapple bowl. So yeah, man, you know, it's a generational curse, man, that we all made together. We all made this together. Not no one person. It's collectively us doing this. We all do it together. We all doing this. We gotta get out of that mentality. Because we making it generational, man, whether y'all know it or not, bro. I watched Snoop do it. I watched Snoop do a Super Bowl. Y'all seen like I seen it. Come on now. If y'all want to see me make this, you gotta go watch it on my page. I gotta go watch it now. And, see what I made tonight. Let's go to the bar section. Go to the bar. Get my cup. Little margarita mix, you know, just a little bit. For grown people only, you guys. For grown people. Hey, check my instant I got, man. The instant one I got, nephew. This is the best instant holder I ever had in my life, man. Check out the instant holder I got, nephew. My son just bought me. 'Cause this other one I got over here it just makes a mess, you know? Oh shit, wait a minute. So, let me share my new instant holder I got, you guys, before we get busy. Check this out, y'all. This is so neat, right? Check this out. Put it right on my food. You know, I can't put it on my food, bro, but I want y'all to get a good view of it. So this is the instant here. The instant holder, right? So unique. You know, like this one here I got here. This crap. I mean, it's people got an ashtray in it, right? I got an ashtray in this one. You know what I mean? Put the instant here and just actually go all every damn where, right? But with this new one right here, though, check this out, bro. Stick it inside, right? Check that out, man. Is that neat or what, bro? No ash is gonna drop. It's gonna drop inside. You know what I mean? So it's kind of neat. I like this, man. It's a new one, man. It's a new way, bro. This is grown folks stuff here. This is grown folks too, okay? It's not for kids. Okay? Not for kids. I gotta charge this up, y'all. Y'all know if I go to bed, I gotta kill something. Unalive something I don't want to say, right? It's in the freezer because I'm running out of ice. Get a little bit more of this and we'll put it up. For tomorrow, my wife will be looking around for this in the morning. She's gonna be looking. I swear, bro. But yeah, man. The kid that wrote this book, he been about 25, 26 years. If he can do something different, I guarantee he would do it, you know? But he knows about it because he's been there, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. He been that place that we call the belly of the beast for 25 quarters since his life, man. And some of us didn't listen, man. We didn't listen. We just jumped in and went on in. Like, hey, this is fun. Wee, it's fun. Like a roller coaster ride. Wee. Not knowing the outcome of it, you know? But so got young kids. Need to work on them now, you know? Let them know the outcome of it. All the outcomes are the same. If you're in it, you know, they're all the same. They're different. Different people with the same situation. But yeah, my nines got their ass whooped today. They got their ass whooped. I'm about to let them go, man. I thought it's so many times, bro. I don't have the Jerry Rice, the Joe Montana, the Roger Craigs, the Ricky Waters. Boys can't tackle, man. Watch tackle just like, my dude. Come on, man. You know what I mean? But Korean food, what you get, nephew? Korean food, I think they got. I don't know. Sliced shrimp fried rice, but outside, man. What you have, nephew? Tell me what you eat, boy. What's Caribbean? What you get? I mean, not Caribbean, I'm sorry. Korean. Some Korean. I'm trying to think what I got from Korean restaurant. I think Koreans cook the same as Japanese and Chinese, right? Or is it different? I'm sure my mind got the answer. I ain't really simple what I'm talking about. No, no. Let's get into it. I hope this book changed some of y'all minds, and just stop the generational curse that we've been doing, man. That's it. That's all we doing. All we doing is making generational curse. We still involved in it. Still, doing the same thing. Just dealing with that world, It's a different world, man, out there, bro. Not what you think it is. I don't know if it look fun to y'all, know what it is, but it's a different world. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's I'm gonna read the introduction again. I'm sorry I did once, but I'm gonna do it again because. So the name of the book is We Don't Die, We Multiply. And that's what we really do. That's what we really do. We really multiply. Bloods, Crips, whatever it is. In dealing gangs, we just multiply. Because we still pushing it like it's normal and it's okay. So we got kids and we push it down to them. To your nephews, your little cousins. And I always try to I always did. Just one of my nephews and my little cousins. I never pushed the line of what I was when I was a kid. See, I got in young, got out young. That's what I can tell you as far as me. I just knew it. I'm just so scared of God. So I'm like, I know it ain't right. If it ain't right, it's not right. That's all I can tell you. And but I was in it. I grew up in the nest of it, and I just prayed my way out of there. I prayed my way just to where I'm at today. I want to be married early, I want a family early, and I did all that. I want the house, everything. I did everything. God blessed me with everything I asked for. And so we're gonna talk about this book. This is what we're talking about tonight. Okay, we don't die, we multiply, and we multiply, meaning that we just pass it on down to the generation. Like, hey, it's okay to be a gangbanger. It's fine. It's cool, man. It's cool to go to prison. Have your lifestyle in and out of jail. They call it recidivism. Just keep going to jail and just keep getting involved in negative things and the street life. But no. There's no way I want my kids to be a part of anything like that. When I see them growing up, it's no way, man. So I learned in college. I went to a couple of colleges, but Cal State. Professor Ramirez, Youth and Gang Violence Intervention Specialist class that I took. And I took it because, I just seen so much. And the family just like, I just want to give back, man. How can I be involved in intervention, growing up? What can I do, I can get one kid just to change his mind. That's all I always thought of. And I tell my kids stories, whether they lies or not, just tell them things that scare the hell out of my kids. Like, man, you're gonna be part of that street stuff, bro. It's 3 things guaranteed in the streets. I'm talking guaranteed for all if you out there. It's death, jail, or you're gonna be a drug addict. Guaranteed. Death, jail, or drug addicts. Guaranteed. Ain't no way around it. It's really, Oh, never said he had some greens mixed with the pasta. Okay, nephew, okay. All right. You had what I like, then, boy. You had some chow mein, baby boy. Right? So let's read the introduction, you guys. Let's read the introduction. We're going to read the book. We're going to read it together. I mean, I read it, but I'm going to read it with you guys. For some of you who don't know about this, that, you think this is where you want to be, it's really not, bro. There's so much. Dude, there's so many positive things you can do with your life. You know what I'm saying? With your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things you can do. So let's go. Here's my I gotta use it, y'all. When you get a little older, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some of these, man. Yeah, man. They're cheap, but you need a pair in every car. But everywhere you sit in your house, you need a pair right there, man. You want to see this stuff to read or see or look at them phones and all that. It's just part of getting older. All of us go through this. But we're gonna read the introduction, okay? I keep hearing this gang over here. Let me cut this. We don't cut you off, gang, because I will play you before I go to bed. I got to get at least one in. We're gonna put on reset mode. All right. Let's get to the introduction, you guys. All right. Gang culture, as we know it today, exists not in isolation, but as a powerful subculture embedded within popular culture. Mediums like music, fashion, film, and social media don't just reflect it. They amplify it. They don't just, you know what I'm saying? You hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Like music, fashion, film, and social media don't just reflect it. They amplify it. They push it even more. If you notice, if you look, It's like, hey, look at this. Let's do the Crip Walk. Let's do this, right? All that stuff, right? It makes it like it's okay. It's cool. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Excuse me. These platforms shape how gang culture is seen, experienced, and ultimately sold. Taboo once meant something hidden, shameful, or defiant. Now, through the lens of popular culture, taboo becomes trendy. From skinny jeans to nail polish, from G strings to purses, and even the fluidity of gender and sexual expression. They are now folded into the ever shifting identity of what gang culture is portrayed to be. This fusion isn't organic, it's orchestrated. So, meaning, if you look at all this stuff today, it's being promoted like it's okay. It's cool, man. Hey, it's okay to get involved in this type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, do it for life. Do it forever. Keep yourself down. Keep your family down and keep yourself in the craps and trouble and all that, right? That's all it says, right? That's all it's doing, actually. Let's keep going. Gang culture is marketed as a lifestyle. You hear that? This is as a lifestyle. It really is. One rooted in tradition, loyalty, and unshakable codes. But the truth is, there is no unchanging code. The values and virtues that supposedly govern this culture are constantly rewritten by the whims of the media machine. The media, man, it's just the media's like, I don't care. Here you go. Here it is. This is what you're gonna see. This is what you're gonna get constantly. We're gonna push it down your throat. We don't want to ever get rid of this stuff, right? What is celebrated one year is discarded the next. The illusion of consistency hides a deeper truth. Gang culture as projected today is unstable, reactive, and profit driven. Now y'all heard what I just said. And I'm just being real with you. It's like it's like it's it's so planted like a seed now. Like it's fine. We're gonna show it everywhere. It's in everything, you know. And no, hell no, we don't agree with that at all. But this is how it's being portrayed now, you guys. So you got to be able to recognize and see what's going on and know that hey, this is not the right way. This is not what we want to do. We don't want this to be generation. We want to get rid of it. Period. We want to stop it in our families, in our households. We want to get rid of it. We want to let it go. This is not nothing funny. It's real. You know, a lot of people lost their lives for nothing. For what? Still today. Look for my glasses. Look where they at. You know, we all do that when we get a little older. All right, let's go. Keep going. This creates a tangled web of contradictions. Narratives that don't hold up but still hold power. These narratives shape how you think, feel, and behave. They watch incarcerations be glamorized. Think about it, we're watching now. You see a cat right now in prison on the phone like he at home, chilling, man. It's cool, man. I'm cool, man. I'm all right, man. I'm still in prison, but you know, I'm cool, man. You know, it's right there. And you got to recognize and know. We got to change that. We cannot glorify that. We can't agree with it at all. Okay, the watch incarceration be glamorized, retaliation be rewarded, and death be honored like a badge. Pride, power, and control, all rooted in gang violence or marketed as badges of success. Look at it. We all see it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We all see it. All of us see it. We all see it. It's all in the news. We see it every day, right? It's an anti-social script sold as empowerment. And it's being played out on streets and homes and across screens. The danger lies in the duality. In one breath, gang culture is condemned. And the next is consumed. Did you hear that? It's condemned in one breath and then it's consumed in the other, right? Oh, no, I'm not involved, but hey, look at this over here. It looks cool over here. Don't it? Hey, it's cool. It's all right, man. You can hang out. You can be the hood, all that. Yeah, it's okay. So you gotta recognize it. The danger lies. Let me see. Well, okay. Pop culture, a machine built to entertain, has learned how to destroy. It packages pain and sells it as a style. You hear that? It packages it. It packages, gang, as pain, right? And it sells it like a style. Man, that's crazy, boy. This kid here, like I said, he been there. He's been there. He's been there 25, 26 years. So I know, he knows. He's seen the big picture. See, I seen it on the street. I never been in prison, so I know. I've been knew. See, I knew about this at 18. But some of us don't. We overlook it. Like I said, if you weak minded and you watch all this on the screens and stuff, you weak. You're gonna think it's, you're gonna let it ride. You're gonna keep doing it. You're gonna keep putting your little nephew and your little cousin in the head like it's cool. You're gonna do it in front of them. You ain't gonna feel nothing because you lost, right? Let's keep reading. So the danger lies in duality. In one breath, gang culture is condemned, and the next is consumed. Popular culture, a machine built to entertain, has learned how to destroy. It packages pain and sell it as a style. It turns trauma into aesthetic. And the youth, particularly those in black communities, are the ones paying for the price, paying the price. Because what they see being celebrated is not just struggle, but the complete normalization of self-destruction. Normalization. It's okay, it's normal. That's what they get to see, right? The younger folks in the black community, they see it like, man, this is what my uncle did, my aunt did. So we have to change that. We have to denounce it, like, for real. For your family's sake, you have to. My light went off, man. What's going on? You go to sleep on me, bro? It's one of my positive lights you guys I got in here burning, so just keep that going. But, so, in our communities, it's bad. So let's keep going. So because what we see being celebrated is not just struggle, but the complete normalization of self-destruction, straight up off the rip. Just it's normalized to our people. And it's self-destruction. It's self-destruction. Like I hear a lot of things now that's everything is preventable. Everything's preventable. Everything's preventable. Everything. What up, nephew? Young Jay, what it do, nephew? My bad, I missed you, man. My bad. We're reading this book right now. We're going to work it out. So the communalization of gang culture gives permission. It tells young people that violence, destruction, incarceration, and death are not just expected, they're accepted. It's cool. Homie got popped, okay. Woo. We're gonna do 10 real quick, man. Ain't nothing, man. Gonna knock 10 years out. I used to hear people like when I was going like, man, dude. Like, I could never be around a person that said, man, I don't give a fuck about nothing, man. Yeah. I know you don't. I don't be around nobody. You gotta watch people you be around, okay? That's the main thing. That's spreading that still think it's okay. They normalizing it. People out there because they caught up. They just don't see it. They just so much caught up mentally. They can't see it, you know? So the commercialization of gang culture gives permission. It tells young people that violence, destruction, incarceration, and death are not just expected; they're accepted. As a youth, I embrace, Colin. He said, I embrace feeling gang culture because it was validated. What I what what I was feeling and gave me something to belong to, even if it came at a cost of my freedom, peace, or purpose. See, he was young. He watched me. He seen what I did. I was raising a kid. I got married at 23. I was running at 23. I got married. Been married 35 years. Yes, 23 years. I said, I'm not gonna do this, man. It's not, like I said, I'm scared of God, but I'm like, no, this is not it. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. I knew it all the time, you know. But it was right there in my face. I lived right in it, right? But I knew that it wasn't. I knew off the rip, this is not. No, we're not supposed to be doing this, bro. Especially to each other, man. You know, to no one, just period. So then he said, that's why I wrote these 7 essays to unpack what I once accepted, to examine what I once celebrated, and to expose what continued to harm the very communities that are blamed for it. This is what he said. This is this kid. And he sent a lot of stuff in to let me know that he's been in long enough to know and see. And he accepted what he did wasn't right, whatever it was, however he was involved. And like I said, we all deserve a second chance. And he's giving back now. He's really like giving out what he didn't know he know now. And he's sitting right here. So the name of his book, it says, We Don't Die, We Multiply. It's not just a title, it's called for transformation, to change, to disown it, to move from that period, to not even use it or think it, right? A tribute to thought that challenges, a voice for unity, self-determination, and purpose. This work is a radical narrative, raw and reflective, intended to inform false legacy of gang culture and reclaim the future that belongs to them. That's what he's talking about, and we're going to see. We're going to listen to it, you know. And like I said, I read it, and I understand what he's saying, and he was right, man. We're supposed to transform this. We're not supposed to be spreading it down like it's and making this generational. It's still going on and on and on. It's enough, man. We're not getting nothing positive out of that, living that way. We're not, none of us. Whoever did it, we're not, you know. So we have to denounce it in a way where you don't teach it to your kids so they won't think, oh, it's okay, my dad did it, I can do it now too. And no, you got to explain to them in a way to let them know that this is not what we're supposed to do. This is a curse that we thought. Because it's put in our face that it's okay. Hey, you go look at that, it's okay. Oh, it's my dad, oh, well, that's a part of it. You know, no, it's not. We don't want to be a part of nothing like that. That's not living, man. But let's read the book. Let's keep going, okay? So here we go. This is, he has a nonprofit. It's going to be Sozi Land. It's already put together. It's called ATOM. Okay, ATOM. The consequence of division and destruction is incarceration and death. The contribution of unity is progress, freedom, and peace. Now listen, the consequences of division are destruction, incarceration, and death. Like I always say, the 3 things that happen to you in the street, guaranteed, what I always say, death, jail, or drug addict, you're going to be one of the 3, or not all, right? The contribution of unity is progress. Progress. You denounce it, you change, you're not spreading this down to your family, to no other kids. You let them know, look, this is not how it's supposed to be. Okay, we are not supposed to be like this. We are different from this. This is not the way to go, right? Progress, freedom. Freedom, you're not worried about none of that. You don't think that way. You don't live that way. And peace. That's all I like, man, right now, man. As an older person, as I was young, it's peace. I'm gonna tell you examples of peace. Peace is having everything you need at home because we know when you go out in them streets, anything can happen to you in the streets, man. Anything, man. As soon as you walk out that door, you ain't safe no more, man. You walk out that door, man. When you walk out your house, you are not safe no more. Anything can happen out there, right? So we want that peace, man. Peace. Have your home what you need. Have everything you need. You be at home, you know you at peace. But you know when you walk out that door, though, you got to be ready because you don't know it's out there. But peace is what you want, man. That's all we really want is peace. Sit and watch the kids, grandkids grow and just peace. None of that other stuff they make look like it's okay because it's not. All right? Let's flip the page. Where we at? Where we at? That's the symbol. That's how it looks there, you guys. Thanks, Jay, for staying up. What's up, Young Jax? All right, so let's start with the page 11. They ain't like us. Okay? Article 1. Here we go. They ain't like us. Gang culture is the most profitable, marketable, and dangerous culture on this planet, affecting the black communities. Oh, we the most. Oh, man, dude. We still today. I see kids out there right now, just on my dead homies, just like completely obliterated, just lost, just thinking that world is the world that they in. It's cool. It's sad, man. I see it. It is sad. And we want to break that curse. I call it a curse. I'm one. He didn't say that. That's what I'm saying. I say it. Let's keep going. The image, ideas, and behaviors that are specific to gang participation are projected throughout popular media. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say popular media, because we all on the phone, tablets, we see it. It's right there, you see it. I'm telling you, I seen Snoop do, I see Snoop, I love Snoop and Dre and all of them. I seen him do a Super Bowl. I seen it. Y'all seen the same thing I seen. And that's, if you think about it, we know, but just look at it. What does that mean when you show that? What is that saying? You know, so you got to think about what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're going to get into it, so we're going to talk about it. These are designed to reflect an antisocial condition exclusive to communities of color. Yes, we all are people of color. We are the ones that's stuck in that mode. Gang culture is often portrayed as a phenomenon unique to black communities, one marked by broken families, right? Pops ain't home, right? And I ain't saying they got a lot of single mamas doing their thing, but broken families, you know, trauma, right? Things that happen to them in their homes, out there on the streets. It's right there. Poverty, people from poverty, right? They get to see all the negatives. They get all of them. Like they look positives, but they negatives. Addiction, right? Molestation, right? Some of us at home surviving, running from the family members and all that, right? It's going on all the families. Prostitution, young ladies. I do Uber and I pick up kids, young girls, 18 older, but half naked. Where they going when I drop them off? Where they going? That's what I know where they going. You know? Sad. And depression. Depression. A lot of us are depressed because we don't see no way out of this. We don't understand. We don't know the truth. Some of us don't know. They're depressed from the things that have been going on through them in their lives, or what they've been going through, or what they have seen. Depression is hard on them. And it's like, all they see is the negative. They don't see nothing else. All the negatives are being promoted on all the social media like it's a positive. So, you know, it's out there and it's hard, man, for a lot of people. They don't have nobody to talk to. You know, it's hard. These harsh conditions are not only normalized but repackaged as culture traditions, as if the people within these communities embrace them by choice. This portrayal strips away context and not nuance, leaving behind a narrow, harmful caricature, caricature, a caricature that reinforces thematic bias and cultural misunderstanding. So it's like we it's like we're being fed negative, but it's really no, we're being fed a negative, yeah, but they make it like it's a positive. They put it up like it's fun. They might do a dance or something. I'm like, look at that. It's cool, you know? And it just is there. But it's there to keep you there. To think that when it's not, you know. In other communities where the consumption of mainstream media exists, gang culture is presented as entertainment, style, fashion, and dance. It's like I just said. It's not portrayed as a condition or tradition within those communities. Instead, it is marketed as entertainment. Not this gang bang, this is entertainment. You know, what it do, baby? Whoop, say, whoop. You know what I'm saying? Look good, like, yeah, move. But in the reality, it's not, man. You know what gangbanging do to people? How many people lost their lives? How many people lost their lives for nothing? On drugs, after just in prison, all their life, just being involved in that situation and ruined their lives and lost their lives. It's like, it just, now it's normal, is they normalizing it. And you gotta be able to know that, look, this is not what you're supposed to do or be. It's not. It's being real. It's not. But here goes some examples my man got at see. It said, for example, youth from neighborhoods, communities might listen to the gangster rap or its latest version, drill and slide music, and watch films that depict gang life but view it as an exciting but unrealistic lifestyle. Because the dangers and realities associated with gang culture are not part of their everyday life experiences. Therefore, it is viewed merely as a captivating but harmless form of entertainment. Like, oh, it's, you know, it's cool, man. It's okay to get popped or go pop it or you know, be on drugs or go sell your body. It looks good on TV. Everything looks good. It's all right. And it's not. But like, you know, I learned when I was a kid, I always hear that growing up. You know, TV ain't for everybody. We always supposed to be looking at TV because some of us just don't know. Some of us so weak-minded, we gravitate to that like it's, you know, it's normal, and it's not. But that's just how, some of us don't have that structure, and some of us are weak-minded. We just don't know. In black communities, gang culture as it projected through popular culture mediums like music, film, and fashion, right? Creates and reinforces an identity that is accepted as true representation of conditions expressed in the tradition experience. This representation has a markedly different effect and influence on the youth who are exposed to it. Their gang culture transcends entertainment, becoming a condition where traditions are recognized, practiced, and defended. For instance, black youth sees these portrayals as a reflection of their life experience or as an expectation outcome for their future. Like, dude, it's okay. It'll show like, yeah, man, this is what you're gonna be for the rest of your life. It's okay, man. You be in your 40s still in the hood, going out of prison, and it's cool, man. It's, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. And hell no, you're not. You know, I learned at 18 that, man, at 18, I'm grown. I'm not gonna do none of that banging, slam out of all that type of stuff. I made it as a kid, youth. I made it through it. I'm getting out of it, youth. This is not what it's supposed to be. I have to tell people, you know, hey, man, I'm asphalt. That street's gonna be there when you get home. Oh yeah, the streets gonna always be there. The asphalt, that sign, but these people ain't gonna be the individuals not gonna be there, man. Because in the streets, dude, like I knew them three things you were guaranteed to get was death, jail, and prison. I mean, drug addict. I knew it for a fact back then, and I ran from that. You know, I can be in a neighborhood around the homies, and I'd be like, you know what? In my mind, that's how I act like I'm on probation. And to me, I didn't tell people that I'm acting on parole. Got on parole, they have stipulation, they got to be home certain time, they supposed to be out. So my mom said, you know what? I'm going in the house. I'm getting out. I'm finna go because I already know this ain't what I'm supposed to do. So I had to think like that. I had to make my way. I had to make myself think to know that I know this shit ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, and I go. I get out of there. I bounce. You know, I go home. I was playing married young. I was playing married. I was young, man. 16. When a girl had a kid, I was like, shoot, I was trying my hard to stay away from that environment. But I still had to go over there because I was young. You know, I still a go, you know. But when I got 18, I knew, I said, man, this ain't what I want to do, you know. Let's keep going, though. Here we go. All right, where was that? Okay. Popular culture plays a significant role in the shaping these perceptions and behaviors. Images and narrators projected through mainstream media depict gang culture as an inherited part of their lives. It's inherited. Ain't that something? The portrayal suggested that gang-related activities and attitudes are not just commonplace, but are deeply rooted traditions that are honored. As a result, youth internalize internalize these conditions sometimes without experiencing them because they believe they are an accurate reflection of an inevitable reality. Meaning that it's so much out there as we look at it and see it now on the screens and TV. It's so normalized. They trying to make it normalized for them weak people to keep it going, you know. And the youth don't know what else to do but be a part of it or to act like it, you know. The commercialization of gang culture exploits these stereotypes by packaging and selling it as entertainment, thereby perpetuating a cycle where those negative stereotypes are supported and reinforced. The commodification of gang culture then leads to the normalization of violence, crime, and division as expected and accepted standards of behavior. This is no this is not only influence how people within these communities view themselves, but also how they are perceived by other segments of the population. You know, hey, all blacks are gangbangers, they're this or that. 'Cause look at them. It's portrayed on TV, so it's true. No, it's not. But some of us think that, watch so much of it, and believe that, we act like that. And that's what it be. The acceptance and celebration of gang culture within black communities come at extremely high costs, such as within the vision, destruction, incarceration, and death that often accompany gang-related activities. None of which are not just theoretical concepts, but are the raw reality that young people are experiencing. It is solely within these communities that the consequences of gang culture extended far beyond entertainment. It shapes the social dynamics and life choices of everyone who grows up within the reach of it. You get what I'm saying? I learned that in class. My teacher always said, you have to get them out of the environment. You can't live right here on the block and be like, I'm right here on the block with my kids. They cool. They'll be all right. No, you got to run. I ran an hour away, man. I did it. I ran an hour away from my community. Straight suburban, way in the mountains away. I did it. Just 'cause I know my kids can get caught up in it. And God bless. It worked out. It was the right thing I did. So simply put, the effects of gang cultures influence difference. Simply put, the effects of gang cultures influences differ drastically between communities. While it may serve as a harmless entertainment for some, for others it becomes a dangerous and destructive force. Like the weak minded they're gonna go all out with it, man. This is clear. That's all they know. I see kids right now. I mean, little people like 10 or 11 just want to be a thug. Like, it's okay, man. Just no respect, no morals, no nothing. Just this is the way they want to be. This is how you're supposed to be, they think. So understanding this difference is crucial, and in addressing the root cause of the issues faced by the communities that are affected and influenced by it. From simplifying, recognizing the harmful impacts of glamorizing and celebrating gang culture, steps can be taken to contract these narratives and promote positive, empowering representatives that reflect the true diversity and strength of these communities. They need somebody positive in their life, man. It's like it's the only way. It's got to be. They can't look at what they see in the social media because it's like it's entertainment. It's okay the way that social media is going to show them and the way it's being portrayed. It's entertainment, and it's not. So they need somebody that's in their family that's been there and know that the consequences and the truth about it to explain to them, man, this is not the way you're supposed to be, man. They need somebody. That's what the people need. They so young, they don't know. If they get it from internet, the internet gonna show, hey, it's cool, man. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to be a thug. That's cool, player. You know, so this it's the thing, man. All right, the next article 2 is retaliation is a must. Listen to this. Gang culture, as marketed, sold, consumed, and profited from, projects violence as a central narrative of life in black communities. These narratives encompass attitudes, aggression, intimidation, violence, trauma, and abuse, and kind of turmoil or contentions from which disputes arise or motivates by division is presumed to be a result of gang culture. I mean, it's trauma. Just to be involved and just to see the things that happen, how people, the things they do to others, is traumatizing itself. The abuse that people go through just to be involved, things that they go through, just, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's bad. It presumes so does gangs culture. While black communities where no division or dispute exists, popular culture projects those communities as suburbs, areas where real examples of black people are believed to be absent. I took my kids to suburban area, and it worked out. I'm glad I did, you know. Here we go. At the heart of gang culture lies its most chilling hallmark, violence. That's the most. Dealing with gang, the main thing is violence. Not random or impulsive, but ritualized, codified, and driven by one unyielding principle. One yielding principle gangbang is about. Y'all know what it is? Anybody know? I'm gonna tell y'all. Retaliation. To keep it going. You do me, I'm gonna do you. You do me, I'm gonna do you. You do me, I'm gonna do you. Retaliate, that's what it is. That's all it's about. Go over there and murk him. Get rid of him. Get rid of them. Come back, go do them. Get rid of them. Keep going. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Just keep it going forever. Come on, man. No, it's not what we're supposed to do. Where we at? Okay. It is a rite of passion, a test of loyalty, and the clearest expression of authenticity. To retaliate is to prove one's worth. That's how they got us, right? In this world of this gang-banging lifestyle, that's what it's about. That's it. Retaliation. It is a sacred act of clout and pain and purpose, often carried out in silence, at night, in alleyways, or on crowded corners where the weight of decision meets the cold steel of consequences. Anywhere, anytime, the mindset is to retaliate, period. That's how it's been trained in your mind. And it just keep going on. And you killed all these people for nothing, each other for nothing. It was for nothing. For what? What did you get at the end of the day? What did we get besides heart, miserable, sadness? Think about it. What did we get for the retaliation? What did we win? What did you win? What? Retaliation is a must, as echoed by Tupac Shakur. It's clearly illustrated throughout numerous films such as The Godfather, Scarface, Colors, Boys in the Hood, American Me, Menace to Society, and Blood In, Blood Out, to name a few. These entertaining account of made-for-television examples of what a retaliatory culture is come at great cost. They demonstrate a very exciting fictional version of retaliation to the audience that have never and likely won't ever experience the authentic version of such acts. Nevertheless, for communities that regularly experience the effects and influence of retaliations, those films normalize their tragedies, traumas, and death, making light of the seriousness and permanence of their experience and their impact. It carries from one generation to the next. It just goes on and on. And it shouldn't. It's supposed to been stopped. You have to do it. You, me, we have to do it. We gotta let our people know, our kids know, our families know, and your home know that this is not it at all, period. However, it's a contrast to narrative that routinely encourage retaliation. Consider the fictional Crenshaw community in the popular drama All American. The protagonist, Spencer James, a senior student at Crenshaw High School, is shot having taking a bullet meant for his closest friend, Coop. She portrayed as a proverbial character of a committed gangster with lots of potential but misguided. So these movies they showing, they're not showing what we talking about. How we supposed to denounce it and live this way and leave that way alone and just go this way. Period. I want to teach it to our kids, we want to let it go completely. Right? They're not teaching that. In this episode, after Spencer was shot, Coop was hell-bent on retaliation, which is a natural response for participation in gang culture. However, the writers here who took a pivotal stance and offered a totally contrary narrative where the effects and influence of gang culture were examined and then rejected. By reframing retaliation through entertainment of how Black youth deal with tragedy is in fictional dramas that represent them, it inspires alternate methods of how to process violence. And as noted here, the writers should be commended for their brave detour away from the popular retaliatory narrative typically surrounding Black youth and violence. Retaliation sometimes can be seen as an unavoidable, necessary, or intolerable. Therefore, it is difficult to universally determine how it will consistently be accepted. But whenever it engages within communities where it is routinely seen and experienced, it is respected, which is to understand that it's projected and sold throughout the popular culture, which implies to youth from these communities that retaliation is almost a must. Not to retaliate means facing danger that is, as popular culture demonstrates, can only be overcome through more violence. So just the way it's taught us If you're in the gangs, bro, you involved in retaliation. Because that's what it's all made for. That's what it's for. You go pop me, I'm going to go pop you. You go pop me, we're going to just keep going. Pop, 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 pop. And that's going to keep going, right? So popular culture is clearly entertainment, but it's celebrated and glamorized with intelligence based upon it. We gotta put this. Okay, I did that page. All right, I'll go clear with that. Okay. Popular culture is clearly entertainment, but it celebrates and glamorizes reality specific to the communities represented. For young people, this has served as all the evidence that they need that the cycle of violence is inevitable, wherever they are directly experiencing it or not. For them, it demonstrates real reasons to value their lives in environments where youth are guaranteed to be killed by other youth or become killers of other youth just to survive the conditions the culture has created. This is because whenever youth are desensitized to violence or bonded by trauma, tragedy, and conflict, their values, beliefs, and behaviors will reflect it. I mean, think about it. It's all they see and know, so that's how they gonna react. You know, they see it on TV. They hear it in music. So how else they gonna react? They gonna do it. That's what it is. They gonna do it. It's sad, but that's how it's set up, man. It's terrible. For them, it demonstrates real reason to devalue their lives in an environment where youth are guaranteed to kill by youth or other youth or become killers or used just to survive the conditions the culture has created. This is because whenever youth are desensitized to violence or bonded by trauma, tragedy, and conflict, their values, beliefs, and behaviors will reflect it. Parents, teachers, guardians, and religious leaders are not oblivious to this cycle of trauma that youth experience and that they express. The consequences of gang culture are vividly clear to them because the retaliation their youth encounter never comes from outside their communities, but is always a direct result of what is happening within them. Yet, when youth are murdered or become murderers, adults within their homes, schools, and churches act as act is the consequence of gang cultures were not predictable. Although it is clear that whenever trauma and division goes addressed in environments that are glamorized and celebrated for their violence, more violence, trauma, and division follows. It just goes on and on and on. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Youth in black communities exposed to gang culture will inevitably be affected and influenced in this way. They learn, project, replicate, accept gang culture exactly as they're observed in it, their communities, and identify with it throughout popular culture. They internalize the esteem it is given as pride because of how it's acknowledged, accepted, and celebrated in mainstream music, television, and social media. This shit is celebrated now, okay? However, consider as a viable option to this hyper-violent and retaliatory culture, a transformative culture where communities are provided mentors as companions, for example, leaders, teachers, and friends, where men, women, and youth directly benefits from support they provide to each other, therefore advancing transformative opportunities through mentorship. That's ATOM, okay? Advancing advancing transformative opportunities through mentorship, like me, okay? When I come talk to you and we talk, we're gonna talk about disowning, moving. No, we're not even going that route. Okay, we're disowning it. Okay, we're going another route. It's another way to live. Okay, period. This is a lifelong commitment to sharing power with one person who then advances that power to another person, thereby establishing a cycle of positive, progressive, and productive energy. You hear me? Positive, productive. That's all the energy we're going to use is positive and productive energies. None of that negative stuff that they glorify and make like it's fine, it's okay. We're not glorifying that at all. Period. Meaning, the more powerful, the transformative, the transformative opportunities are, the more collectively productive the transformative process become to that community. Okay? So it's up to us. It's up to us, y'all. We have to do it. We have to do it. We have to. Okay, Article 3 now. It's all we know. That's the name of that one, okay? Division is a cancer that spreads quietly but aggressively. Huh. It's quietly, but it's aggressively. Unity is the antidote that heals, while transformation serves as the treatment. Gang culture not only plants the seeds of division, but nourishes them in the soul of discontent and despair. Its roots run deep in misunderstood youth and fractured family systems, growing in the shadows of forgotten neighborhoods. We got a lot of neighborhoods out there, man. They just they lost, man. All they know and see is that. They don't see nothing else, man. And we all as mentors need to spread it, man. Spread it in your family. Get your family type first. You want them grandkids thinking they're gonna be ever. You know, I didn't want my kids to be gangbangs or drugs or none of that, and they didn't because I took all the steps that I was supposed to take. I ran from it. This is reality becomes evident through culture denounced where gang culture fails to reflect the true essence of black communities. Instead, it presents a distorted image that doesn't authentically represents the goals, challenges, and concerns of the people affected. Gang culture creates a misleading and harmful portrayal of the communities that it originates from, distorting their true essence. Rather than reflect the authenticity experiences, gang culture portrays perpetrates harmful stereotypes that often glorifies violence, crime, and materialism. And it's just real, man. All it really shows is that's it. It's violence. You know, material crap. Just nothing. Just a full negative, man. And we have to denounce it. We have to get away from it. You know, this mispresentation obscures the underlying social economic issues and systemic sy- systemic trauma and neglect experienced in these communities. It also undermines the positive attributes and potential within them, overshadowing the more prevalent stories of unity, resilience, and preserve, perseverance, as well as the aspirations they have of better future of their youth. See, man, we didn't come from that, man. We just, when I grew up, man, all that, it just got carried away, man. People got carried away with that, man. They just, My mom didn't talk about no gangbang stuff. My mom didn't come about all that shit. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What are you wearing? Why you dressed like a damn character? You know, mom, like, what is that? We made this. We made this, man. We made this generational stuff, man. And now it's just out of hand, and we gotta turn it around, man. We have to turn it around. So let me see where we at. Cultural denouncing, therefore, demonstrates the disconnect between gang culture and the true essence of black community, which contributes to a cycle of misunderstanding and marginalization. External perceptions are then shaped by these distorted images, leading to policies and social attitudes that fail to address the root cause of gang involvement, such as mental and behavioral health, lack of financial and social education, and the absence of progressive and transformative opportunities. This further entrenches the challenges faced these communities, making it difficult to break free from the negative influence of gang culture. To develop a meaningful change, it is imperative that narratives which genuinely reflect the experiences and aspirations of black communities are promoted, thereby addressing their real issues and providing supportive pathways for growth and development that can counteract the the, the detrimental the detrimental effect and influence of gang culture, which will actively begin building an accurate representation of these communities. So we got to support, man. We got to have the programs for the kids, though. We can't just talk it. We got to have these mentor programs that the kids can go to and be taught, man. You know, that positive rules over negatives. You got to pick one. You know, I'll tell everybody you got to pick one side, man. What side you pick, you know. However, when comparing response to issues within gang culture that are also similarly plaguing neighborhood communities, this contrast highlights the impact of culture denouncing in black communities. Consider the opioid crisis predominantly affecting white communities. This drug culture is being addressed by rallying the nation's top legal firms to submit civil claims against the pharmaceutical companies for designing an addictive drug. In addition to their resolutions that focus on harm reductions, such as the needle exchanges, HIV, and hepatitis screening, these compassionate responses encourage narratives of a drug culture that speaks to support medical interventions and need for system, systematic changes, which illustrates that the individuals affected within these communities are valued and that society is purposefully systematic toward their struggles. The media and popular cultures often selectively sensationalize these incidents, framing them as inheritance to the community of people of color rather than addressing the underlying causes. This portrayal not only perpetuates perpetuates stereotypes, but also diverse attentions from necessary transformative responses such as education, economic opportunities, and community building initiatives. As a result, black communities experiences punitive consequences rather than to support their neighborhoods, communities routinely receives in response to the same issues. Gang culture has clearly evolved into a social construct of popular culture and is highly influenced by social poli- politics and institutional profits. However, its grips on black communities and their youth can be loosened, and ultimately freed. It requires a concentrated force collectively focused on unity, self-determination, responsibility, and effort toward establishing an independent culture that refines, defines, and authenticates Black culture norms. Only then can communities break free from the cycle of violence, division, incarceration, addiction, self hate, and self destruction that is related to the hundreds of thousands of senseless deaths that gang